So, now that I've had time to really think about it and get my mind cleared, I didn't realize that this thing was almost a year old. That this thing was announced almost a year ago. This is one of the red flags that should tell you how bad it is. I didn't even realize it was coming out until the trailer came out. You know what I mean? So, geez. Like, if we didn't already have Return to Raccoon, Welcome to Raccoon City, which, for its benefit, did try to be a faithful adaptation. It's just the casting was fucked up and the pacing was fucked up. They tried to make 1 and 2 into one movie, which you should not do that. So, another thing before I begin through the video, I have nothing wrong with the cast of this new series. I'm sure they're amazing actresses and actors, Lance Reddick, he's an amazing actor. I have nothing wrong with them personally. It's the casting choice and just that. Just so much wrong with the movie itself, not the actors. So anyways, what would I do, which is the main purpose of this video, what would I do if I was given a big check, like a blank check, I guess, or a check from Capcom, big studio? I would probably get Capcom to help me out with the movie because, and they say, what would you do if you want to make a Resident Evil movie? Well, first of all, I would make it a crazy idea, a faithful adaptation. You know what I mean? Something that is like the game. So, I would probably set it, the entire movie, with the first game. No cutbacks, no flashbacks. Have it not shot for shot, maybe some things different. Or have the Resident Evil series be in seasons. Have not maybe on what was it? Not Chiller, but Shudder. Have it on Shudder because it's a horror movie, so not Netflix. Maybe on some site, you know what I mean? Anyways, have it depend, like, each season maybe has each game. For example, season 1 could be the Mansion Incident. Season 2 could be Resident Evil 2. 3 could be like 3, so forth. Or just make it a movie. But I personally would like a series because that's the way you can add so much add so much lore to each episode, so you can expand it more. Either way, I would have it based on if it was a movie, I would have it based on the Mansion Incident in the Arklay Mountains, near Raccoon City. So, I already have the perfect way to advertise it for a trailer because both trailers are just garbage, as the series is. You got that one song, I can't think of it. Na, 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 in perfect harmony. And Joy. Because because the drug's called Joy, so let's make a song called, let's put you get the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. No, those aren't Resident Evil. Those aren't Resident Evil. No, stop that. So, you may be about to ask, well, Brandon, what would you use for the music? I'll tell you exactly what music I would use. You see, before the trailer even starts, you're hit with, well, not hit, but the sounds of Moonlight Sonata can be played. Maybe a rendition by So it sounds like this. The music I'm using right now is from Hidden Citizens, and it introduces the intro, where it starts off with the news broadcast talking about the grisly murders outside of Raccoon City, and maybe it cuts to the news person describing the scene like in the game, and it cuts to maybe inside the star's office before they head off, and them flying to the site of where Bravo team, and they land, and next thing you know, it's not a shot-for-shot remake of the intro to the game, but it's some liberties, you see him run to the mansion, and you get a good sprawling scene. That's one of the things I loved about Welcome to Raccoon City, because they had everything spotlit. Like they had so much of the landscapes down to a T, but different. You know what I mean? So, kind of in the vein of that. Like, don't make it exactly like the game, but just a little few things different. But not as, different as in Welcome to Raccoon City, you know what I mean? So, kind of like that. That different. And you can have maybe the first episode ends with them going into the mansion, and then it continuing. But yeah, have all the big scenes happen in the movie, or if it's a movie or series, have the big scenes happen. The snake. Obviously have to have the snake yawn. And I want to see the chimeras, especially the chimeras, the hunters, you know what I mean? And just have scenes of them not recreating, but in corridors or in the laboratories, sparingly fighting. I want this one. We've seen so many Resident Evil adaptations with nothing but do, big guns and stuff. But not this one. I want it to be, they use as little guns as possible. There be some firing of, but it's more survival horror. It's more of the atmosphere. Just the atmosphere that they're in that matters the most. You know what I mean? I would rather have Jill struggling to fight a zombie and then getting a fire, one shot off and killing it. You know what I mean? Or maybe have the Crimson's heads pop in, where it's you know what I mean? Also, I want there to be a scene with Jill or Chris where they're in the safe room, or they're somewhere where they can finally, they're injured, or they get a cut on their arm, and they're looking through their equipment, and all they can see is bullets, and it's I have so many bullets and yet no med kit. And maybe that's where they run into Rebecca Chambers. You know what I mean? Where that scene where they can run into Rebecca Chambers and stuff, and she can help heal them, or that kind of thing. Again, this is just so simple. It's such a simple concept, isn't it? Making a game adaptative movie or series. I still haven't found out what. I feel like it would be better as a series, because you can utilize so much in a series where the lore is so gigantic. There's so much you can do. And anyways, the trailer ends with maybe that giant shark zooming in, or maybe a hunter, with the scene where the hunter flies through the walls and you see it from its point of view, and or maybe the hunter running in and running towards either Chris or someone, and the scream happens, the scream before Resident Evil, the title fades in, and it's Resident Evil, and it does that creepy sound before cutting to the trail, the trailer release date, you know, or the release date, you know what I mean, like something like that. And I'm sorry that I can't be more descriptive. You know, I'm not the best at editing and creating a scene and stuff, but that's how I would make the trailer. Have it hit every checkbox of what fellow fans like myself want to see in Resident Evil. You know, the first zombie turn, the chimeras, the hunters, the shark, maybe the plant. I mean, the plant really isn't, I wouldn't say the plant is important, but like some things can be cut out if we decide to make a movie. But if it's a series, who knows, you know? That all depends on exactly what can be cut out, what can't be, you know, because again, I'm aware that movies or in television series require things to be cut to save time. You know, maybe we have a certain set amount of episodes for a season. But if you gave me 20 episodes, I could probably put as much of the first game in there as possible, and maybe 20 episodes per season, and we could get a pretty good, you know, series if done right. But anyways, just I don't know why people don't do this. I don't know why people have to make apocalyptic garbage that has this, like, it's like deliberately fucking with the lore and saying like, just if you want to do your own thing and not use an IP that's well known and beloved like Resident Evil. You know what I mean? That just if it wasn't for the Resident Evil name, it would be just a regular zombie flick. A World War Z, 28 days later, we got a new pill, it's here to cure everything, but the side effects is it turns you into zombies. You know what I mean? That's not what Umbrella was about. It was a secret organization. It was a fake pharmaceutical company, that wanted to experiment with the idea. It was pretty much skirting with the idea of being God, like playing God and furthering human evolution. And of course, as Resident Evil 8 proved, it was to just to see to further human evolution is what Spencer and a few others, I can't truly think of their names, is Ashford and someone else thought of when they made the pharmaceutical organization Umbrella, and the city was built above it. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much my little recap on how I would make the Resident Evil series. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sorry if this made no sense, but I wanted to, because I was thinking about this, like, how would I make a Resident Evil series or movie if I had Capcom's okay and a check to do it? I would probably make it more practical, but for the big sprawling areas, I would probably use very well CGI with help from the Capcom and the Unreal or RE engine. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no way in 2022, or depending on how long it would take, for us to not be able to do that. You know, that would probably cost millions of dollars to do it properly. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and request. Hit that notification button to let you know when I go live or upload a video. And yeah, let me know what you would do if you had a blank check and was told, how would you make Resident Evil? Let me know in the comment section below, and until then, this is BrandonVoiceGuy signing off.